The Need for Speed. Top 10 fastest cars in the world. Buckle up, speed demons. Today we're diving into the world of the fastest cars on the planet. These aren't your grandma's Sunday drivers. We're talking about machines so fast they'd make a cheetah think twice. Get ready for some jaw-dropping speeds, eye-watering price tags, and enough horsepower to light up a small city. We'll be looking at the engineering marvels, the ludicrous designs, and the sheer audacity of these speed demons. From Bugattis to Teslas, from Swedish missiles to American muscle, we're about to embark on a high-octane journey that'll leave you breathless. So sit back, crank up the volume, and try not to blink, because you might just miss something. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, the reigning king. Right off the bat, let's talk about the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. This beast isn't just a car. It's a testament to what happens when engineers with questionable sanity are given a blank check and a need for speed. This thing hit 304 miles per hour, which is basically like strapping yourself to a rocket and aiming it at the horizon. It's faster than some small planes, for crying out loud. And it'll set you back a cool $3.9 million. But hey, can you really put a price on being able to outrun the sound of your own ego? I think not. The Chiron is a masterpiece of carbon fiber, engineering brilliance, and sheer unadulterated power. It's got a 16-cylinder engine that produces more horsepower than a herd of stampeding elephants. And the sound? Oh, the sound. It's like a symphony of internal combustion, a mechanical orchestra playing a concerto for your eardrums. If you ever have the chance to see one of these in person, do it. Just be prepared to pick your jaw up off the floor afterward.
Hennessy Venom F5, the American Tornado. Next up, we've got the Hennessy Venom F5, an American beast with a name that strikes fear into the hearts of speed limits everywhere. This car is named after the most powerful category of tornadoes, and for good reason. With a claimed top speed of 301 miles per hour, it's gunning for that top spot. This thing is powered by a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces a mind-boggling 1,817 horsepower. That's enough power to reverse the Earth's rotation, or at least make it wobble a bit. The Venom F5 is designed with one thing in mind: going fast. Really, really fast. It's got all the aerodynamic finesse of a fighter jet, with curves in all the right places, and a rear wing that could double as a picnic table. And at $2.1 million, it's a relative bargain compared to the Chiron. Emphasis on relative, of course, but hey, if you're in the market for a car that can outrun the apocalypse, this might be it.
Kig Seg Jesco Absolute Swedish Speed Symphony. Now let's hop over to Sweden, the land of meatballs, flat-pack furniture, and ridiculously fast cars. The Kig Seg Jesco Absolute is a prime example of the latter. This sleek, aerodynamic monster is designed to slice through the air like a hot knife through butter. It boasts a top speed of over 300 miles per hour, thanks to its 1,600 horsepower V8 engine that runs on E85 biofuel. That's right, this thing is eco-friendly and ludicrously fast. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. The Jesco Absolute is named after the founder's father, which is either incredibly sweet or slightly terrifying depending on how you look at it. But one thing's for sure, this car is a testament to the pursuit of automotive perfection. It's got a minimalist interior, a futuristic steering wheel, and enough technology to make your head spin faster than its wheels. At $2.8 million, it's not exactly cheap, but hey, can you really put a price on owning a piece of Swedish automotive art?
Chapter 4, SSC Tara, the American Lizard King. Moving back to the US of A, we have the SSC Tara, a car named after a New Zealand lizard that's known for its speed. This American supercar packs a 5.9-liter twin-turbocharged V8 that churns out a whopping 1,750 horsepower. That translates to a top speed of 282 miles per hour, which is still utterly bonkers. The Tuatara is designed to be both aerodynamically slippery and visually striking, with a low-slung profile and a massive rear wing that looks like it could generate its own weather patterns. Inside, you'll find a Spartan but driver-focused cabin with a digital instrument cluster and a steering wheel that wouldn't look out of place in a spaceship. and at $1.9 million, it's practically a steal compared to some of the other cars on this list. Just try not to think about the fact that it's named after a lizard that's known for, well, you know.
Chapter 5, Bugatti Veyron Supersport. The dethroned king. The Bugatti Veyron Supersport. Once upon a time, this was the undisputed king of speed. The car that made every other car on the planet look like it was stuck in first gear. It held the world record for the fastest production car for years with a top speed of 268 miles per hour. Sure, it's been surpassed by some of the newer kids on the block, but the Veyron Supersport is still a legend. It's got a 16-cylinder engine that produces an absurd 1,200 horsepower, and it's built like a tank. Well, a very, very fast tank. It's also got a price tag that'll make your eyes water, $2.7 million. But hey, you don't become a legend by being affordable. You become a legend by being the best, and for a long time, the Veyron Supersport was exactly that.
Chapter 6, Ryx C_2, the Electric Storm. Who says electric cars can't be fast? The Ryx C_2 is here to prove all the naysayers wrong. This Croatian hypercar is an all-electric monster with a top speed of 258 miles per hour. That's right, 258 miles per hour without a single drop of gasoline. It's powered by 4 electric motors that generate a combined 1,914 horsepower and 1,696 pound-feet of torque. That's enough torque to pull a small planet out of orbit, or at least make your head spin like a top. The C_2 is also packed with technology, including advanced driver assistance systems and a sleek, minimalist interior. And at $2 million, it's actually relatively affordable compared to some of the other cars on this list. So, if you're looking for a guilt-free way to go ridiculously fast, the Ryx C_2 might be the car for you.
Chapter 7, Tesla Roadster. To Mars and beyond. Speaking of electric speed demons, let's talk about the Tesla Roadster. This is Elon Musk's baby, a car that's designed to be both ludicrously fast and surprisingly practical. Well, as practical as a $200,000 electric sports car can be. The Roadster boasts a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of less than 2 seconds and a top speed of over 250 miles per hour. It's also got a range of over 600 miles, which means you could theoretically drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco and back without stopping to recharge. Assuming you could find a road that's long and straight enough, that is. Oh, and did I mention that Elon Musk wants to send one of these to Mars? Because of course he does.
Next up, we have the Aston Martin Valkyrie, a car that looks like it drove straight out of a comic book. This British hypercar is the result of a collaboration between Aston Martin and Red Bull Racing, and it's as bonkers as you'd expect. It's powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine that revs to 11,100 RPM and produces over 1,100 horsepower. That's right, 11,100 RPM. That's like a Formula One car with a license plate. The Valkyrie is also incredibly lightweight, thanks to its extensive use of carbon fiber. It's got a top speed of over 250 mph and a price tag of around $3 million. But hey, if you're going to save the world from supervillains, you might as well do it in style.
Now, let's take a look at the McLaren Speedtail, a car that looks like it time-traveled from the future. This British hypercar is designed to be the ultimate grand tourer, with a focus on comfort, luxury, and of course, speed. It's powered by a hybrid powertrain that combines a twin-turbocharged V8 engine with an electric motor, producing a total output of 1,035 horsepower. The Speedtail has a top speed of 250 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 186 mph in a mind-blowing 12.8 seconds. That's faster than some cars take to reach 60 mph. And if you're wondering about the price, well, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
And last but not least, we have the Lamborghini Aventador SJ, a car that's as loud, brash, and in your face as a bull in a china shop. This Italian stallion is the ultimate expression of Lamborghini's design philosophy. If it doesn't turn heads, it's not trying hard enough. The Aventador SJ is powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine that produces a thunderous 770 horsepower. It's got a top speed of 217 mph, and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in a neck-snapping 2.8 seconds. But the real star of the show is the sound. Oh, that glorious, ear-splitting, spine-tingling sound. It's the sound of 1,000 angry bees trapped in a metal box, and it's absolutely glorious. The Aventador SJ is a car that's designed to be seen, heard, and felt. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to tame the beast. It's an experience like no other.
And there you have it, folks. The fastest cars in the world that make your daily commute look like a snail race. We've seen incredible feats of engineering, heard the roar of engines that could wake the dead, and witnessed speeds that defy logic and the laws of physics. From the record-breaking Bugatti Chiron to the electric lightning bolt that is the Rimac C_2, these cars represent the pinnacle of automotive performance. Which one would you take for a spin? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more high-octane content.